just welcome our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to enter into the Homa hall. And now we will pay homage to the three jewels of the altar. First to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. We are inviting the primary supplicants for this Homa to come forward and present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Root Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
让我们以热烈的掌声感谢师尊的赐福。 请圣尊加持摊位佛具。
Now we are inviting the offering items at the offering stall. Thank you to our lineage Guru for your blessings. Now, with utmost reverence, we are inviting His Holiness to ascend to the Homa throne. And we are inviting Hevajra Master Lian-Sheng, all the masters, reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants to please be seated. Inviting His Holiness to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants. First, let's give a great round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Hevajra Homa fire offering ceremony. And we would also like to extend a warm welcome to Sumo and all participating masters, reference, and all participants. Thank you for coming and for your participation. The Hevajra Homa fire offering ceremony has now begun. Clap twice and snap your fingers as a wake-up call. Visualize through Buddha lineage. Namo Vairukana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to bless us. Recite the Guru Mantra 7 times. Recite purification mantras and the Athena mantra. We say invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke our lineage root guru, the White Mahapadmakumara, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Our lineage root guru, the White Mahapadmakumara, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Our lineage root guru, the White Mahapadmakumara, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Hevajra. The main deity of Homa, Namo Hevajra. The main deity of Homa, Namo Hevajra. We sincerely invoke Yamantaka, Akalanata, the four heavenly kings, Golden Mother of the primordial Jet Pond, Sama Bodhisattva, Rainbow temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, all the deities enshrined at the Tantric Order, at the Seattle Temple, at the abode at the Southern Mountain, and True Buddha Seattle Chapter. Rainbow temples, mountain god, earth god, plant god, wind god, water god, heavenly fire god, dragon gods, and all divinities as well as the city god to please descend and radiate light. Great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the offerings on the altar to transform, to multiply, to fill the whole space. Make the offering above the lineage root guru, all lineage gurus, the main deity of Homa, Hevajra, and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. In the middle to all protectors, divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, four continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow for civilization. Fourfold refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Reset the mantra. Armor protection. Form Vajra Clubs Mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra. Inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with Mala. Inviting His Holiness to set the ceremonial demarcation, to bless the registration forms and all the offerings. Inviting His Holiness to set ceremonial demarcation and open the fire pit. Inviting His Holiness to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, to perform the mudra transformations for purifications, enrichment, magnetization, bardo deliverance, and subjugation.
加持八大本尊心咒及念佛。Om Ami
Reset the heart mantras.
Om Panamo Lintoling Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samoye Soha. Om Jali Juni Junti Soha. Om Jambara Charang Charaye Soha. Om A Hom Peza Guru Pema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Pe Ahe Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siti Hom. 德亚他 Om 贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德雷亚索哈。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。 回向，愿同念佛者。
Merit dedication. May all who uphold the Buddhas ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, paying for generosities from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. Your disciples dedicate the merit of the ceremony to our lineage Guru. May you stay healthy, live a long life, with great self-mastery, continually stay in the Saha world to turn the Dharma wheel. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. The mantra of Hevajra. Homage to Sri Hevajra. Homage to Sri Hevajra, the auspicious wheel of the spring of nectar. Homage to Sri Hevajra. Please demonstrate your majestic power. To subdue all demonic obstructions. The heavenly Mara, the Mara of afflictions, the Mara of death, and the Mara of the 5 aggregates. And to subjugate all the spirits and the ghosts. And to subjugate all the evil ghosts. May Hevajra guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lineage. May Hevajra bestow to all participants good health and the eradication of all sicknesses. May Hevajra emit the great majestic power and to bestow upon all sentient beings with abundant provisions, with enhanced wisdom, the eradication of bad karma and the increase of good karma, and all sufferings be transformed into happiness, and to enhance our bright radiance. May Hevajra and Redmond bestow upon all participants great harmony. We pray to the 8 great Dakinis to bestow upon all participants harmony, love, and respect. We pray that all of our prayers be granted. To the gods of the heavens, gods of the earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust, may all enemies and enmities vanish, and may all evil ghosts, evil spirits, and all traveling solitary ghosts all disappear. We sound the silver mantra 3 times.
Sa wa kama sutta me citta mo sini ren guru hop ha 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 he ban kha wen sa wa tathagata pe ma mi man cha pe pa wa maha samaya sato a hum pe om pe sato samaya marupanaya pe sato te rupa di cha citta me pa wa sutta kayo me pa wa supho kayo me pa wa anurato me pa wa sa wa siti me Bodhayata Sawa Kama Sutame Chitamo Sini Ren Guru Hop Ha 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 He Pankawan Sawa Tathagata Pejama Mimanta Pejapawa Mahasamaya Sato A Hum Pe Om Peja Sato Samaya Manupanaya Peja Sato Tenupadicha Chechome Pawa Sutto Kayo Me Pawa Supho Kayo Me Pawa Anurato Me Pawa Sawa Siti Me Bodhayata Sawa Karma Sutame Chitamo Sini Ren Guru Hom Ha 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 He Pankawan Sawa Tathagata Pejama Mimanta Pejapawa Mahasamaya Sato A Hom Pe
Perform great homage using visualization, first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth head bow. Completion mantra. Now please stand up and join our palms with great reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to take the Dharma teaching seat. Please be seated. Now let's give a round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for presiding over this wonderful Homa fire offering ceremony. Now let's join our palms with good reverence And together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teaching. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, the Sri Hevajra of the auspicious nectar spring. Homage to Hevajra and Nairatma and the 8 great Dakinis. Simu, Tanzan Jacho Rinpoche, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, directors of temples and chapters, all participants here. Our participating VIP today are and the Madam to the Ambassador Daniel Liao, the Taipei rep to Sweden, Dharma Sister Judy, and producers for the Kini Tiansang Shinten from CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Shiachi, and Dr. Ryan Zhuang, and the rep to a council from Taipei City, and the daughter of a former council of Kaohsiung City, Miss Wu Meishin, from Jakarta, Indonesia, the entrepreneur Mr. Liao Zilong and family. Good afternoon, everybody. How do you do? I would like to let you know that next Sunday, on July 2nd, Sunday 3 p.m., there would be Ragaraja Homa fire offering ceremony. As we all know about Ragaraja, we have 2 magnetizing deities in Tibetan school. One is Ragaraja, the other one is Gurugule Buddha Mother. And both are red. And as we all know about Ragaraja, he's a very famous magnetizing deity. And we hope that with Ragaraja, all those with the right affinity would become related. So, and he has a great Dharma power. So it's up to you if you want to register yourself for harmonious family or for good romantic or any relationship or becoming related to become a family. You also have to rely on this deity. I hope you can attend and even better to become the primary supplicant. In Taiwan, we probably would have about 600 primary supplicants for Ragaraja in Taiwan. But over here, if we can have 60 supplicants, I'm already very grateful. Actually, this deity today, Hevajra, is an extremely important deity because Grandmaster had written this book 201, which is the exposition on Hevajra, emptiness within great bliss. And of the 5 Herukas, Hevajra was the first to appear. And the mantra for Hevajra he has 8 faces, 16 arms, 4 legs, and his whole body is dark blue with a wrathful face, and his 4 feet are stepping on the 4 maras. And the 4 maras are the heavenly mara, which is with the maras with the highest realm. So the heavenly mara or Mahasvara mara. And then the mara of the 5 aggregates, which is of forms, perceptions, thoughts, actions, and consciousness. They are considered as the mara of the 5 aggregates. He's also stepping on mara of afflictions, which is to subdue all kinds of afflictions, all kinds of obstructions and afflictions. The Mahasvara Mara, the Mara of 5 aggregates, the Mara of afflictions, and the 4th is Mara of death. So he has a power to resurrect death to life. So the Mara of depth is also stepped on by Hevajra. And he's holding all kinds of Dharma implements that include all kinds of animals. Big white elephant, the yellow heaven and earth, like the great earth, a green horse, white water god, a red donkey, the red fire god, a red ox, a green wind god. So the 5 elements, the earth, water, fire, wind, and space, are under his control. A gray camel, a white moon night, moon, a red person, and a red sun day. So red person is referring to Tibetan and all the natives considered as the red person. And the red sun day, the earth, water, fire, wind, and God, day and night, the green lion, the green king of hell, a red cat, and a yellow wealth bestower, which is yellow Jambala. So the 16 arms are holding these 16 Dharma implements, symbolize the eradication of all sicknesses, the defeat of all evil and wild beasts, bestowal of wealth, and attainment of the 8 great self-masteries, and 5th, command over heaven and earth, sun and moon. Like today, it's extremely hot and it's very rare to have this hot day in Seattle. But if you practice Hevajra, there are kapalas held by his hands. It's very easy to recognize him. Of all the Herukas, there's only one deity who is holding kapala on all of his hands. And on top of the kapalas, there are all kinds of animals. Sun, moon, heaven, earth are all under his command. Like for this kind of hot days, if you invoke Hevajra and if you slightly push the red sun, not too much, just a little bit, otherwise it will become like a ice hell. The hell has the 8 heat and 8 colds, for a total of 16 big or huge hells. So just push it slightly, just about right. Then the sun will not be too hot and will not be too cold. And extreme heat and extreme cold will not happen in heavens. In the heavenly realms, always comfortable, and no contamination, no pollution in the heavenly realms. No smoke, or the PM 2.5, or the sandstorm. None of those in heavens. If you change the weather on earth to become like in heavens, then you will not suffer from the cold nor the heat. This kind of hot day, we should have prayed to Hevajra to push the sun slightly further, so that we have nice, comfortable days in Seattle. For the Seattleites here, that will have nice, cool days every day. But today it is extremely hot. So we hope that Hevajra will show his power. And on his body, he is tying lots of skulls. And he could subdue the 4 maras, which are great maras. The Mahaswara Mara, the Mara of the 5 aggregates, Mara of afflictions, Mara of death. They are the huge, the major demons. And the ghost and the wandering spirits and souls and monsters are puny compared to Mara. So Hevajra is a piece of cake for Hevajra. And Hevajra is control also for the 5 elements. So like he would shower lots of rain, and each of the raindrop would become arrows to completely eradicate all the inauspicious stuff. The Sri Hevajra is also for magnetization, because he's embracing Nairatma and surrounded by the 8 great Dakinis. And he also embodies the 8 great self-masteries, and they are manifestation of a body into many bodies and out-of-body manifestation, that he could become many deities. One can become many. And he can manifest his body to fill the whole space, or all the realms. And he's free of coming and going with complete mastery of transcendent power. He can manifest infinitely and residing forever in the Pure Lands. He can transform all the 5 elements. He can transform back and forth. Attainment of all Dharma with infinite lifespan and manifestation of a body in all spaces, and to become like space or to fill the whole universe. Those were the 8 great self-masteries. Just now, Grandmaster took a mouthful of wine and sprayed it as offerings. So that's the same, using the alcohol like to be like rain and to transform them, droplets, to become arrows and to eradicate all the demonic obstructions. So that's what I performed today. I hope that all the demonic obstructions would be eradicated, that none of this kind and gentle beings would be spared from their problems, their obstructions, that the good, kind Buddha disciples won't be harmed any longer. So that's the meaning of the Homa today. Today we will continue to talk about Lamdre. So the teaching of the crucial points of turning into real gold. The profound teaching of the Hevajra verses as wish-fulfilling jewels and more, like an ounce of gold that can turn tons of ordinary iron into pure gold. By knowing the key formula of the path, everything can be turned into meditation, and the path and the 4 altars can be transformed into the 4 bodies. Those expounding the sutra were the ones who asked and expounded in simple words the Hevajra verses of the great yogi Virupa, who received the oral instruction from Redmond, the Buddha mother with no ego, who was the Hevajra emanation of the Buddha to benefit sentient beings. They were called the sutra expounders. In summary, these Hevajra verses are like the wish-fulfilling jewel of the true nature of the Tripitaka, were elucidated by the Hevajra holders and recorded with no addition nor deletion in simple words to present the intended meanings. Lamdre was spoken by Virupa, and his teaching or instructions were called the Hevajra verses. So the sutra that was in the form of a language or words to be taught by Virupa. So oral instruction, instruction spoken by the mouth in words. So the sutra is like the true nature of the Tripitaka, like the wish-fulfilling jewel, which is like the Tripitaka. It's very wish-fulfilling, like the precious jewels. Vajra holders are Vajrasattva, Vajradhara, or the Adharma Buddha. This kind of teaching is used very simple, transforming into pure gold to make ordinary being to become a sage. With the simple key formula, you can turn ordinary iron into pure gold. With simple methods, you can transform an ordinary being into a sage. So, there is a key formula of the path in this. That everything can be turned into meditation and the path. So, about meditation, today I wrote an article that there was the Zen master Shen who went to see Huineng, the sixth patriarch, and Shen asked Huineng, "Where did you come from?" And the Zen master Shen said, made one statement, "I didn't come from anywhere." And the sixth patriarch Huineng asked again, "Then where are you going?" And the Zen master Shen replied, "Oh, even the dog can speak." And the Zen master Shen because the sixth patriarch Huineng asked, "Where are you going?" And then he replied, "Because I didn't come, of course I am not going anywhere." This is very profound and deep. And the sixth patriarch Huineng took the Zen staff and strike the Zen master Shen. In the ancient time, it's okay for the guru to beat the disciple, because Shen later became Huineng's disciples. So he struck Shen and then asked him, "Did it hurt?" And he replied, "Well, I felt pain, but actually there's no pain. The sensation was a pain, but actually there's no pain." And Shen asked Huineng again, "So in your meditation, do you see or not see? Do you see or not see?" And the sixth patriarch Huineng replied, "See and not see. There's some seeing and there's some no seeing. So see, what's in here? Coming, no coming, and no going. Painful and no painful. Seeing and no seeing." So let's all think about it. I'd like to ask you, where does Hevajra dwell? Where does Hevajra dwell on? He is dwelling on birth and no birth, or arising and no arising. Last time I asked this question. Grandmaster Lu does not want nirvana and doesn't want reincarnation. So where will you be? That's like what Hevajra said, between arising and no arising, between pain and no pain, between seeing and no seeing. What does it mean? So the path is in this. Lao Tzu also made the statement, the Tao that can be spoken is not the Tao. This statement is very profound and deep. It's the same concept as this. The path can be spoken, but not through ordinary way. It's not the ordinarily spoken Tao or path. And the path is in this. If you dissect it more clearly, then Buddhism are divided into two. One is the mundane path and the raw path. So in the mundane path, and then the holy path or the sacred path is like the Heart Sutra, the Lamdre Sutra. How do you pronounce that? Hevajra Sutra. This are considered to be the sacred path. So there are two, the mundane path and the sacred path. So Lian-Yin, do you know what sound that was? The sound of the path. That's the sound of the mundane. The true sound does not exist. The real sound doesn't exist. So here I was talking about turning into meditation and the path. Meditation is spiritual cultivation, and the path is the Eight Noble Paths spoken by the Buddha and the Tathagatas. And the Eight Noble Paths does not represent the path, because there's a path within this path. Inside Hevajra, Hevajra represents the convenience, skillful means, and Redmond represents wisdom. And the union of skillful means and wisdom is considered the path, the path. And skillful means is the mundane path, or the mundane ground. And the path is the sacred ground. And the path is the union between the two. And in the future, Grandmaster would be between the nirvana and reincarnation, in the middle of these two. And Hevajra is between arising and non-arising. And the sixth patriarch Huineng also did not come and did not go. Shen Hui said also he did not come, and of course he did not go. And after being beaten, there is pain and no pain together. And for the sixth patriarch Huineng is the combination of seeing and no seeing. But at the end, ultimately, pain and no pain, seeing and no seeing, seeing and no seeing are not interfering with each other. This is very deep and profound. Here it's talking about meditation and the path. What is the true meditation? Meditation that cannot be put into words, but meditation that can be spoken is still on the side. So this is very difficult to be put into words. That's all that Grandmaster can talk about. If I talk further, then I would spread open enlightenment and everything. If you are bright, then all that Hevajra does represents skillful means, and what Nairyatma does represent wisdom, and the union of skillful means and wisdom is the path, the path. And you can transform the 4 altars into 4 bodies. The vase empowerment. We know there are Buddhas of 3 bodies. So, okay, do you know what the 4 bodies are? 4 altars can be transformed into 4 bodies. Physical body or transformation bodies or nirmanakaya, and then sambhogakaya or light body, dharmakaya, and the true body. So 4 altars, 4 bodies. At the end, ultimately, is the true body. So nirmanakaya, sambhogakaya, dharmakaya, and authentic kaya. So 4 empowerments paired with the 4 altars, and the 4 altars, by receiving the 4 empowerments, you can obtain nirmanakaya, sambhogakaya, dharmakaya, and the true body. You can attain all of those. So you can transform the 4 altars into 4 bodies. That's the meaning. In Tantrayana, so you need empowerment. Through empowerment, you practice to become this attainment. Said stage by stage. First, physical body, then light body, and then dharma body, and then the true body. Altogether 4 bodies. So after receiving the vase empowerment, then you can attain the nirmanakaya or the Buddha in physical body. By receiving the empowerment of the red and white flowers, you can become nirmanakaya Buddha, the Buddha in light body. By receiving the highest Yoga Tantra empowerment, the touch empowerment, you can attain the fruition of the Dharmakaya Buddha. By receiving the empowerment of the great perfection, then you can become the Buddha of the true body. So, step by step. So that's the profound teaching of the Vajra verses as wish-fulfilling jewels. So this is a joke. Were you brave when you get injection? When you got injection when you were young? The son asked with open eyes, and Dad replied, "Of course, when I got injection, I didn't blink." And the little kid was very admirable and asked the grandma, "Was it true?" And grandma replied, "Of course." because your dad, when he was young, fainted as soon as he saw the needle, which means the eyes didn't even blink. And he didn't say anything because he had passed out. Okay, now I'd like to share 2 jokes. Words through the grapevine. I'm starting again. Everybody knows that I'm about to talk about X. Actually, it's very meaningful to talk about her, because in this there's also the path, so I have to talk about it. I heard that one day X went to Malaysia to propagate the Buddha Dharma. She visited the Zunping chapter, and the chapter invited her to stay at the 5-star hotel. That's incredible. And X told Dharma Sister Jia-xing, I lost my chanting beads at this 5-star hotel, that the employees, the housekeepers, must have stolen it. And Jia-xing told her, please look for it again. And she replied, oh, I've looked all over. There's a thief in this 5-star hotel that took my chanting beads. So I heard that Jia-xing complained to the manager of the hotel that there was a thief inside the hotel that stole that master's chanting beads. After the complaint, she saw, after the protest, Jia-xing saw the master wearing the chanting beads. Oh, the chanting beads here. And X replied, oh, because my chanting beads went out to run errands, and now they come back. They disappeared to run errands, and now they come back. And I felt that my chanting beads are eating poo. You know, X chanting beads can run errands. How about Grandmaster's loose chanting beads? Can they run errands? They were bought in Hawaii for $5 a piece, but still they cannot run errands. How can they run errands? But X chanting beads were incredible. They could run errands. Can you believe them? No. X will tell you that you're so dumb, that her underwear can run errands too. Really? She missed a chain of chanting beads, and maybe she just lost it somewhere and missed it, couldn't find it. And her reaction was so fast, and when she found it, she just said that, oh, the chanting beads were running errands earlier. You know, all her belongings were like precious jewels. They all can run errands. Even a piece of her hair can become the Monkey King. She was incredible. Of course, because she had practiced for 30 million years. Of course, she could do that. That's how Dad lied to his son. Okay, let me share the second joke. Nizi, how can you have such a good figure? How come? I'm also so lazy. How come I'm so fat? Well, because I'm so lazy that I am too lazy to eat. See, this joke is about like the words of X. Too lazy to eat. There's an uncle, like a man, that stole apples and was imprisoned for 1 month. And he got really upset. Why? Do I need to be imprisoned for a month? I just stole 10 pounds of apples. And the policeman was very calm and said, you know, that there was a monkey that stole 1 peach and was imprisoned for 500 years. That was the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, because he stole the divine peach of the Golden Mother. And he was a stick under the mountain for 500 years. And the Tang Sang Zhang saved him when he encountered him. Let me talk about another joke. The words through the grapevine that Reverend Mi Si from the Dominican Republic was sick, was really sick, and was brought to the hospital. And the rumor was that Dharma Sister Mi Si had died. Yeah, no, Reverend Mi Si. It's the same, right? Dharma Sister and Reverend. Reverend Mi Si was rumored to be dead. So when X heard that, she said, she just closed her eyes. I have guided her soul to the Buddha land. I have guided her to the Buddha land. And then Reverend Lian-Luo said, oh no, that was the wrong news. So it's like the misleading news. Actually, she was just in the hospital. She did not die. But X had guided her to the Buddha land. So Reverend Lian-Luo told me and asked me, so what happened here? And I replied, this is like a monkey that stole the divine peach and was imprisoned for 500 years. You don't have any reaction? Why I related to this? Why I related it to this? Because it was a small mistake. She did not die, and yet you said that you have guided her to the Buddha land. But in reality, it's a major problem here because you lied, because you lie all the time. that you have been imprisoned by your own foolishness and ignorance. You didn't just tell this lie. You have told innumerable lies. Like Master Lian-Zi said, that your specialty is lying. And the Master Lian-Yen said that you're the greatest scam, the greatest liar of the century. You always tell lies, all lies. The disciple from Southeast Asia would say 3 words, but in Taiwanese there are only two words, Holan. And in Chinese it's only 2 words, liar. And then if you lie so much, then you're the gigantic liar. That you dare to lie like this in the palm of the Tathagata. So have you really guided Reverend Mei-Si to the Buddha land? Of course not. It's just the wrong news, and already you did this. And you claim that you have guided her to the Buddha land. That's how you give a feng shui consultation. That's how you look, like what I just did. And you went to somebody else's house and you say, oh, the direction's not right here. And then the disciple would ask, oh, Master X, what should we do? And then she said, okay, I'll change it for you. And then she did this. That's it. It's changed. Even I'm not like that. I have to put the geomancy compass, and I have to do something and bury something to change the direction of the house. No, she didn't have to do that. She just did this, and that's it. All done. So just live all you want, and then if someone died in your house, it's not related to me. That's your problem, not mine. That's how you were. That's how you are. So how many feng shui masters have there been? Was there anyone that was like that? The wife asked the husband, how do you differentiate between the spirits and the monster? Oh, just check the figure. Really? So you can differentiate between spirits and monsters? Yeah, sure. This is Chinese words. So the spirits have a slim waist and the monsters have huge waists, but it actually means like the little spirits and the huge monsters. Well, talking about figures, in True Buddha school, anyone that have become masters, people would treat them that they are all capable, and they ask them for anything. Whether the master is male or female, would ask them to check for geomancy or feng shui. But do you know how do you consult for feng shui? First, you need to check if there is a coming dragon or qi inside the ground, under the ground. And second, you need to ask, are you at the juncture of the accumulation and the dispersion? And third, you need to check the surrounding. And fourth, you need to check the water flow direction. And fifth, you need to check the placement of the house, whether it's for the living or the dead. You need to check on these 5 points. So the 5 key points of feng shui. So the dragon, the valleys, the water, the direction, and the evil parts. So the Venerable Mang Liao Ming taught me feng shui. And because I have studied it, that's why I dare to give feng shui consultation. But you guys, you just give consultation all the time. It's for the living, maybe easier, but for the dead, if you do it wrong, they would find you. And your face would become dark and black. And the ignorance of the ghost would be on you. So please don't give consultation haphazardly. So the dragons, the valleys, the negative part, and the water and the direction. So dragon, which is the vital energy under the ground. And second is the points, which is the valleys. So like this 5 fingers. So you need to point here, because this is like the point. Because from here, the qi separate to become 5. So when the qi flow to here, so this is like a point. So this is just analogy of my body to represent the feng shui. And this is called xue. And the surrounding. So are there people that would help you? Or are there people that obstruct you? You need to check the surrounding. And water is to check for your wealth. So are you receiving the water, or behind the water, or let the water flow, or you block the water? And then direction. Direction is very important. Like the placement of a person. In the past, there was a feng shui master who, when they position a table, would ask for a certain amount of money, say like 500,000 NT dollars. In NT dollars. Taiwanese feng shui master, just to place the table. That's just a direction of the table. Because when you sit in the right direction, then you would be very energetic, very bright, and you would be very decisive, and you would be successful in many things that you do. So 500,000 is no big deal. But if he placed it in wrongly, as soon as you sit in this desk, that you would become drowsy and lazy, and you cannot lift your spirit up. And every day you feel very lethargic, and you cannot lift yourself up no matter what. It's that important. The magnetic field of your body has to match the position of the table and your auspicious position. And if they all match, then there would be the 3 harmony. But our masters, as soon as they get empowered to be a master, as soon as they come home, they become all capable. They're capable of anything. But that's not the case. That's not the case. X often give feng shui consultation. I don't know where she learned it from. I never taught her any feng shui. Maybe just from my book. Just from the book, everybody can give feng shui consultation. They still have not learned the key formulas and the pith instructions, the tips and tricks. So everybody should know this, that masters are not all capable. Not necessarily so. And there are 4 different kinds of masters, as I have taught in Lamdre before. Masters, great masters, Vajra masters, and the Vajradhara masters. That's the meaning. But for Grandmaster, I don't specify them, but you all should have bright eyes and measure them by yourself. In Lamdre, it's mentioned about the instruction of the Vajradhara. And they are not superfluous. They don't talk too much and not too little, and no addition and no deletion. Guan Yin Bodhisattva had delivered sentient beings for a very, very long time. And then, in summary, how many of them? Actually, no, there's none added and none deleted, none decrease, no increase and no decrease. That's why Guan Yin Bodhisattva became very disappointed, discouraged. After such a long time, there's no increase and no decrease. And with this discouragement, he broke his own vow, and then he broke into pieces. And then his guru, Amitabha Buddha, went to see Guan Yin Bodhisattva. Seeing that he has broken his vows, Amitabha Buddha applied his power and resurrected him. And then he became the 1,000 eyes, 1,000 arms Guan Yin Bodhisattva. So let me tell you, there is the path in this. The path of Lamdre is in this. Why? In the deliverance of sentient being, there is no increase and no decrease. Think about it. Contemplate on it on your own. 2 Beijingese meet each other. What's your name? And the other one saying, I don't dare to say because you would eat me. Oh, your family name is rice? No. Fish? No. So what's your family name? Pooh. Afraid that you would eat it. That's the point. Just take it and leave it there. Oh, I'm trying to hide my money, and you find it right away. And oh, I have used it for shopping. And the brother-in-law said, oh, the money is there. And the sister said, what? You really hide some money? You don't want to live anymore? That's also a key formula to turn it into gold. That with a few words, she got what she wanted. Lamdre is the same. The path is also like this. Think about it. Why? In the deliverance of the sentient beings, there is no increase and no decrease. Om Mani Padme Hum. In a moment, there would be the empowerment for Hevajra, and during the empowerment, please visualize the image of Hevajra, form the mudra, and recite the mantra. And this ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
观想与喜金刚合一。恭请圣尊为与会大众做喜金刚法灌顶，含有皈依结缘灌顶。 们以热烈的掌声感谢圣尊慈悲赐受洗金刚法灌顶。做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心善印。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心善印。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心善印。四平等于其手。护摩法会圆满吉祥结束了，非常感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母、诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教与大家的护持，以及网络直播现场观看的观众，谢谢大家，功德无量。网络直播到此结束，非常感谢大家的收看。阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for your